Alright, so this is going to be a quick little demonstration on my favorite sharpener, the Spyderco Sharpmaker 204. I've got it on the 20-degree side on each side right now. So I like to just look in between them. And as I go down the left side, I close my right eye. And this is the ESEE Model 4. Straight out of the factory. I haven't used it or anything, but it's not as sharp as I'd like it. It's got a real good utilitarian edge if you want to baton wood with it, but that's not really what I bought it for. I don't do a ton of batoning wood. Now I've had this knife, and I've had others, just like this one. I returned this knife originally to knifeworks.com. They took it back, no questions asked. I hadn't really used it much. Then I got the uncoated version, but it was a little high upkeep because it is 1095 high carbon steel, and they're not really lying when they tell you that it does rust easy. And here in Louisiana, it feels like you walk out into a sauna outside right now in July, and it's almost always 90 to 100% humidity. So anyhow, this one went back and got this one along with some other things, but the blade out of the box, like I said, is sharp, but it's not hair shaven, which a lot of people don't want a hair shaven because they're splitting wood and things like that with it. But anyway, that's just a few strokes on those. We'll go for that. These are just the fine. I've used that side a lot. The good thing is you can change sides. Now they tell you to use the flat side to remove burrs. To me, it just dulls your knife back up. Maybe I'm just not doing it right, but the main thing is just keeping that one eye shut and being completely in between with your nose of these ceramic rods. So as I'm going this side, I'm shutting my left eye and going down, and this eye is my right eye closed. And I've been able to get my knives super sharp with this simple little system. Don't grind too hard on any of the rods. It doesn't take a ton of pressure. If you grind too hard, depending on the steel, you can put little bitty nicks in here, and that will affect the performance of your sharpening later on. Which this is how sharp this would be right now, but pretty good. A little better than it was out of the factory, but now I haven't hit the ultra fine stones either, so bear with me. It's probably a boring video. I should probably fast forward it, but to those who really want to know and see it from a different angle than right over the YouTube author, I guess you could say author that, okay, I can't think, it's late. Anyway, it just shows you a different angle. I'm always seeing it when I first started using this from where I'm looking at it now, or from the side, someone using it. It's just really good to do it this way. But now don't let it slip off, and it will round your edge really easy if it slips off of this one too many times, especially on the medium grit here stones. It that should be good on those. It doesn't take long at all. And what you can do is take a dry wash rag, and it takes that gray from the metal off of these rods really quick. You can just rub it really fast like this with a washcloth, white washcloth. Paper towels work too. They tend to make a mess. See, right now I'm trying to find the side that's the smoothest. These are the ultra fines, and I've kind of messed these up too. Just not knowing. Sharpening steels like 154cm S30V on these, and grinding down just a little bit too hard has put a little, just tiny, like right in there. You can't probably even see it, but looks like this side's gonna be the best. Anyway, we'll get a little closer. I like to just come down, get in between. sometimes. And just come down like that. We'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can hear it when it starts doing that. 7, a lucky number. Use the most in the bottle. Whatever. 3, 4. Whoa, slipped a little bit. 5, 6, 7, and I mean, I didn't get that edge real good right there at the end. It's easier to slip off the ultra fine stones, and they'll run you about $16 or $17.95 on knifeworks.com each. You can just buy one stone, but you'll just have to take it out each time and clean it more. And the best way to clean this, I found, is like a whoops. Sorry about that. Okay, the best way I found to clean these is just take some Comet, the real cheap Comet, and then take just a dish sponge that has a really coarse side, and just douse it with that with some warm water and scrub down each side, and it gets it very clean. I've had this sharp maker since last Christmas, and I haven't had to mess with it. I mean, whoops, that might have been let me go real slow here. Okay, now let's test that tip. Pretty good. I'm going to go through some more strokes, but that's just the gist of it. It won't chop cut though. I call it chop cut, and it's not the correct term, but there it goes. I like to just take it and do that. Now, if you were to stab and go through, yeah, it's easy. And this is standard copy paper, so it's not like cutting newspaper, magazine paper, or even worse, receipt paper. But this is a 3/16 inch blade. On my 1/8 inch blades, especially on my folding knives, I can get that so easy to cut through receipt paper with this. I don't strop, I don't do anything like that, and I have a plethora of knives. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time out to watch this. If you got bored with it, any questions, comments, let me know. I may not even post this, but and I'm not even asking for subscribers. Sometimes I'm curious about things that I've been wanting to buy for a long time, and there's so many sharpeners out there. I went through all kind of pull-throughs and ruined a few blades. Thank God there were some cheaper cold steel blades. Some of the ones made a 4-116 Krupp. But anyhow, they just scratched them up, the pull-throughs. And then the carbides are terrible on your heat treat, and just on edges in general. These keep a smooth edge. They don't take much metal. That's another thing carbide sharpeners take, especially the real popular one, AccuSharp. Yeah, it puts an edge on it fast, but it's a crap edge, and anybody will tell you that. And to those of you out there that are like nuts on sharpening things, please just turn this video off. If you watched it this far, I apologize completely. But to some of you that are new to knives and new to sharpening, I hope this video helped. Just like I said, take 2 rods. One more time, so I have it more on my face now. Take 2 rods, and I always start now with the ultra fines. I paint them. Not paint them, permanent marker, and it doesn't come off. Just come down like this and then come up. Now when you're ready to do this side of the blade, you close one eye and you look, and you just make sure the top of that blade is directly in line with that eye, and that's how it works for me. They don't explain that in the video. Thanks for watching.